Do- Oh, yeah. All right, let me get this going. So I gotta be late for the show. Fat John, what's up, man? AJ Lino, top of the morning, what's up? What's up? There's still a few tickets left to the event, man. Make sure y'all get on your job, go get your tickets. Olympus, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Everything good? Word. Yeah. What's up? Dave G, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. David Franks, what's up? We are out here, man. Anybody saw John Wick? There's a line from John Wick, and it ain't nothing new, but if anybody saw John Wick, there was a part in there where I think it was the manager guy, the manager of the Hotel Continental. He said, "The way you do anything is the way you do everything," and that spoke volumes to me, man. I mean, like I said, it's something that I've heard before, but good morning. At this stage in life, talking all this game and philosophy and all this stuff, hearing that kind of stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of what we talk about when we talk about being accountable, taking responsibility, being consistent, being masculine. Like it all makes a difference because how you do one thing in your life, it dares to say how you might do other things in your life. So it's important. Mathis R. Chris. AJ Lena said, "Did you watch the other three recently before watching the new one? Or could you remember the previous ones?" I remember a few. I remember the most important parts in general. I remember, you know what I did? I watched the first one the other day. The first one is the best one to me. Because that was the one where, they killed his puppy and, it was a fresh idea and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The other two were okay. Like, I like the scenes with Common from, was that part 2 or part 3? I can't tell. But I remember when Common was trying to kill him and he was like, I did this as a professional courtesy because 2 inches from the left and I would have stabbed you in your heart and shit. All that type of shit. So Matthew said, only see the first one. I don't know how the hell they already got 4 of these. It's called business. It's called money. But you gotta have respect because we just started working on Game Kings 2. Making a movie is hard, man. Don't think it's easy. Um, Today, I will bet on 4 NBA games to get into 2 programs before the price increases. I hope I win. Hope you win too, bro. But if you got a bet, then that means that your money is not where you really need it to be, bro. So be careful with that. I'm not a gambler myself, so only gamble on me. Shout out to Steve the Dean. Only bet on myself. But good luck to you, man. Good morning. Hi. It's Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Let me know if y'all got any questions, man. If y'all want to talk about anything. But yeah, it's Monday, man. The beginning of another week. God willing, we survived this one. And we got to be thankful and grateful that we survived to this point. And we here again. Everybody who was here last week is not here this week. So if you're still here, you got to be grateful, got to be thankful. Zawadi, what up, Miles? Fighting fear and interpretation is a real self-fight that males have to work past to be men. That's true. Terrell says, Miles, not sure if you already discussed the whole situation with Jonathan Majors yet. I mean, from what I gather, there's no real situation. That was just his girlfriend. Well, okay, I guess you can make a conversation out of it, but his girlfriend recanted all of her things. But here's the thing I'll say. You have to see, this is why we talk about masculine identity and stuff. This is why we talk about consistency. This is why we talk about character. Let me tell you something about your identity and the way that you show up in situations. There are women out there who, based on how they perceive you and based on the type of character they understand about, like based on the perception of you in their mind, they would never, ever do certain things to you. You understand that? You like for example, if there's a certain person in your school that he's a bully or he has a reputation for fighting or he has a reputation for fucking people up, you would never clown him or say something behind his back that other people could hear, right? Why? Because you understand a certain perception. His reputation, I mean, it's not like he's beating somebody up in front of you right now, but you know that he has a tendency or a reputation for that. That's a part of his identity. That's a part of his mystique, his representation, his character. So there's certain things you're not going to do and you're not going to say about that person. Like think about like a Suge Knight back in the day. People understood something about his the perception of his character and identity. So people, nobody in the industry wanted no parts of Suge Knight. Nobody want to say nothing negative about Suge Knight because they know there's consequences or whatever, right? So what am I saying? I'm saying that a man has to carry himself a certain way so the women that he deals with understands his identity, understands the type of respect that he commands, his prestige. You understand? It's women out there who they'll say shit and do shit simply because they don't respect you. And then there's other men that a bitch could never even, she could never even twist her fucking mind to imagine doing certain things to a man. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, there's women out there who will call the cops on their boyfriend or their husband or their man. And then there's other women out there that no matter how bad it gets, the woman would never think of doing that. Just simply out of respect for that man's character, for that man's identity. You see what I'm saying? But again, I don't know the details. I don't know Jonathan Majors. However, what I will say is I do see what you do out here in these streets. And one thing I'll say is I remember he was in the interview. And Steve alluded to this on the show because I had brought it up on the Real Game No Theory show. By the way, if y'all missed any of the playbacks, please go check out the shows. We had some really good shows this weekend. The Manhood is a Skill Set show, we had Mr. Justin and Jay Roman. And then we had the Real Game No Theory show that was fire. We had some good calls. Make sure y'all go check that out. So yeah, but I brought up the whole thing with Jonathan Majors briefly on the show. And Steve alluded to this. He said, and he brought up the Ebony magazine thing, where he's showing people that he's flexible. He's showing people that because of the way he move, he's showing people that you could deal with him any which way you choose instead of dealing with him by his own standard. And that's what I mean. When a man shows up in a certain situation with a certain identity, he sets a certain standard for the way people treat him. You understand? But like I said, I don't know Jonathan Majors, but based on the way he moves in the entertainment field, I see that, well, you know, you're doing good movies and you show a very masculine character in the movies, but then you go and do some type of photo shoot where you basically look like a chick and your pectoral muscles look like titties. You know what I'm saying? You got the duck face. And the only thing that was left for them to do was to put some lipstick on you, right? Morning. And then you did another photo shoot. I forgot what magazine it was, where you hugging on Michael B. Jordan from behind, and that shit's kind of sensitive. You see what I'm saying? So, again, like I said, I don't know Jonathan Majors. I only know what he's done and how he's represented himself in the entertainment industry as a spectator and as a spectator. That's what I see. So I see on one hand you masculine, you muscular, you this, you that, and another hand you showing all these different like you're showing a non-masculine side, right? And then one more thing is I listened to an interview that he did with this young lady, and she asked him about his definition of masculinity, and one of the things he said to answer the question was, you tell me what masculinity is. That's what he said. He said masculinity can mean so many different things. You tell me what it is, you know, because you could be vulnerable, you could be this, and he was trying to get into all the sensitivity shit in reference to masculinity. And I mean, bro, that's cool because we all know that there's a vulnerable side just to being human, period. So that's cool. But what I'm saying is, I could tell by the way he moves as somebody from the outside looking in that it's easy to perceive him as flexible. It's easy to perceive him as, good morning, easy to perceive him as the type of guy where you can treat him how you want to treat him. You get what I'm saying? So dealing with these women, they're treating him how they want to treat him. So let's just say if a woman treats you the way she wants to treat you, if you make her upset, then she's going to do however she feels. She's not going to look at your masculine identity and then move accordingly. She's just going to do what the fuck she feels because she feels like she could treat you how she wants to treat you. Why? Because your identity is flexible. Your identity is malleable. If y'all don't know what that word means, it means easily manipulated, right? And it's usually a word that's associated with like metal. Good morning. It's a word, malleable is a word that's usually associated with like metal and textile materials that can easily be manipulated, right? But his identity is malleable because he's trying to answer a question about masculinity, talking about, oh, well, you tell me what it is. And see, this is the dangers of not being solid in your identity. This is the dangers of not taking a stand and standing for something when it comes to who you are as a man, especially when dealing with females. So that female, he probably pissed that girl off in some sort of way. Maybe he told her, hey, I gotta go to some other country for like 12 months to shoot this movie, so I won't be able to see you for a while. And then she probably got mad. And instead of accepting it and saying, all right, well, I'll miss you. Can't wait to see you when you get back. Maybe I could take a flight out there to see you, blah, 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 on some respectful shit. Maybe she was just like, you know what, fuck that. I'm a ruin your career. So, because since it's your career that's keeping me from you, I'm going to ruin your fucking career. And then I'm going to say that you did some sexual assault shit to me. You see what I'm saying? Because she's dealing with him how she wants to deal with him, not how he's stipulated early that how she's supposed to deal with him. And that's what masculine identity does for you. It shows people who the fuck you are and how they should deal with you. You understand? So, again, I don't know all the details of what happened. I'm just saying it from a general game perspective, and based on what he's put out in the media, you flexible. You understand? Your identity is flexible. That means these females could deal with you however the fuck they want to deal with you. You feel me? So you gotta know how you represent yourself in all situations, bro. Especially with females, because females are emotional. Females are fucking emotional, so they're gonna deal with you how they want to, if you let them. You understand? Just like how a female, a lot of niggas want to call these chicks gold diggers. They're not gold diggers. They're just used to niggas dealing with them how they want, instead of the niggas saying, nah, this is what it's gonna be. You understand? Females ain't gold diggers. They're just following behind weak niggas. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'll say that about it, bro. And again, I don't know everything. I don't know all the details. All I know is that some sexual assault shit came out, and now I'm hearing that she recanted. You feel me? So, and if that's the case, it's most likely over some emotional shit. You feel me? If she recanted, then it's most likely over some emotional shit. So that's what I'll say about that. I should probably do a little video on that, or maybe I could clip this. Let me see. Mathis R, gotta see Creed 3, Scream 6. I was thinking about seeing Scream. It was bad. She tries to change it. What about situation where she brings up a better option? You should still a better so what if it's a better option? This is the one you chose now. If she stick with you, then you could take it to that better option on the second date, if anything. Good morning. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to go there now, even if it is a better option. You don't have to go there now. You could go there on the second date, or you could bring another woman to that other better, quote unquote, better option. And why is it a better option? What if she brings up a better what's better than what you suggested? Why is it better than what you suggested? That's the question you should ask yourself. What do you mean it's a better option? What's good, everyone? Happy Monday. AG Luna said, did you grow up from a monogamous family? If so, what made you want to get into polyamorous relationships for... Good morning. I grew up, my mom and dad was married for a while, and then they divorced later on. What made me wanna do open or polyamorous situations is I just don't like being constricted. I like doing things because I want to. I like doing things because I want to. I don't like being constricted. I like freedom. That's the basis of the reason why I did it. I like freedom, bro. So, and I don't like to lie, and I don't like to hinder myself from what I truly want. So if I want this woman and I want another woman, I want to have the freedom to have that other woman as well, and the freedom to tell the truth about it. So that's all it really is. It don't have nothing. I don't know if it has much to do with how I grew up, although I know my uncles had multiple baby mothers. I mean, you grew up in a Jamaican family, like from, back in the 80s and 70s, then Jamaican men don't fuck around. Jamaican men fuck multiple women regardless. You know what I'm saying? My dad had, even while my family was married, I found out that, growing up and talking to my parents more, I realized that my dad had, well, I always knew that my dad had other bitches, even while they was married. But then I found out that my mother had niggas on the side too. You know what I'm saying? So, but I found all of that out like later on in life. You feel me? But overall, it has more to do with honesty and freedom, bro. Because I don't like doing and saying nothing that I don't fucking believe in. And that's just how it is. I believe and that's why I do what I do. Like if you're monogamous and you believe in staying with one person, there's nothing wrong with that. You can have that belief. I'm just not one of those people. Facts, Terrell, right? Monogamous place say facts, smile, you have to know how to move in these streets. Terrell A. First said he must be doing Illuminati initiation. Good morning, Miles. Dave G said, what the hell? Was that a damn monkey? Yo, Miles, do you know any ways to learn better, articulate your thoughts? Read books, nigga. Read books. Read books. Read books. Real books too. Pick up real fucking hardcover paperback books and read. Learn how the professionals articulate, and you'll get an understanding and a pattern of how to use words to articulate ideas by seeing professionals articulate their ideas. Read. Freddie Roscoe says, good morning, Miles. Joe Blast said, respect. Dope show yesterday. Appreciate it, Joe. But yeah, niggas gotta read, bro. Niggas gotta fucking read, man. That's why Shakespeare was such a good, people don't understand why they use Shakespeare in so many school course syllabuses and shit like that. You gotta look at the fact that the old English that Shakespeare used was like, it was like a way to stretch the mind into understanding how you can use language on a different level. Because if you look at the language that Shakespeare wrote in, it's English, right? It's English, but if you think about it, it is the furthest deviation of English that's still English. Good morning. Right? It is the furthest deviation of English that is still English compared to, modern day standards. So you have to understand that a part of the reason why they use Shakespeare, I mean, other than the fact that he told great stories in general, was that just the language itself, the way that he put the words together, the words that he chose to use in reference to whatever ideas and plot points of the story that he was trying to convey, the descriptiveness, everything about it that he was trying to convey and articulate with the type of words, the phrasing, the sentence, the sentence construction, everything, everything is like genius level shit. And even if you don't consider it to be genius level, it's like I said, it's a very vast deviation from today's current English, but it's still English. So if you can understand such a deviation, that makes you stronger at understanding language, that understanding the English language in general. So I'd say read. And dare I say, probably pick up a Shakespeare book too and read that shit and see if you can understand it. That might help you out. It might confuse you enough for you to learn something. Freddie Roscoe, Joe Blass, Dave G. Book suggesting The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Real King, Old E. Chris says, polygyny, polyamory, that's just me though. See, there's a lot of different aspects to non-monogamy, because I don't know if what I do is polygyny and all that other shit. I just call what I do non-monogamy, meaning that I don't see one woman. But because when you look at polygyny and polyamory, there's different aspects to it. Because sometimes polygamy, polygyny, polyamory, all those things, a lot of it has to do with community and building a structure for family and economy. So it's not just about sex. A lot of motherfuckers asking these type of questions, the only thing that's on your mind is how many bitches can you fuck. You understand? And that's like the last thing on the list when it comes to certain levels of polygamy, polyamory, and polygyny. Most times it has more to do with community building. It has more to do with economics, bro. Because in a lot of the cultures where these things originated, women outnumbered men. So it made sense for a man to deal with multiple females, especially if he was in a resource or financial situation, to take care of these females and to look out for their survival, and then create children, and then create a lasting legacy. You understand? And most niggas that's asking these fucking questions to my, yo, Lucario, yo, how is it being in a polyamorous situation, bro? Like, the only thing that's on these niggas' mind is fucking as many bitches as possible. And the only reason why that is because these are the niggas that get the least amount of fucking pussy. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much more to polyamory and so much more to non-monogamous situations than you think. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention you have to also allow be ready to deal with the possibility of your woman dealing with other men and shit like that. Which 99.9% of niggas is not ready for, because you still stuck on body counts and shit. So it's like for most of y'all niggas, miss me with all that poly shit, because y'all niggas is not ready. Y'all niggas is just not fucking ready. Also, another part of that question, how did you learn to speak so clearly? I noticed that my tone of voice isn't very strong and clear. Zay, well, that's practice, bro. That's all practice. That's all practice. You talking to a person who used to have a stuttering problem. I used to have a confidence/stuttering issue when I was little. I was my damn jugular vein and my neck would swell up just trying to talk. I would damn near suffocate myself trying to say a word. You know what I'm saying? So practice, bro. Practice. You just shit. If you have a camera or use your phone, film yourself talking. Watch your own body language. Watch your eye contact. Watch your cadence and the way you talk and the sound of your voice, and try to improve on it. Record yourself on your phone. Watch it back and try to improve on it. And then other than that, get on YouTube and fucking research the shit, bro. The information is out there. Chris says, nah, my wife would work to build. Mr. Emmanuel said, Miles said some key, freedom and truth is his reason. Good morning. He does it because it's aligned with him, not for outside reasons. Exactly. Exactly. Because because even though I knew my parents was doing what they was doing, for the first majority, like the first part of my life, the first like I guess I would say 60-70% of my lifetime, I was on that monogamous shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, this is what it's supposed to be. Until I realized, no, nah, this ain't what it is. I'm not that nigga. I like to be free and I like to be honest. That's why I tell y'all niggas, don't ever say that a woman caught you doing anything. Don't ever say that shit. Oh, my girl caught me doing this, or my boss caught me doing this. You a grown ass man. You do what you do, and so be it. I mean, if there's a problem with whatever it is you're doing, then we'll deal with the problem and handle it like gentlemen. But you ain't gonna catch me doing nothing because I'm not hiding behind nothing or no one to do what the fuck I do. I'm a man and I do what I do. If you have a problem, then we could talk it out. If you have a big problem, then we're gonna have to do what the fuck we're gonna have to do. You feel me? But nobody, if you a grown ass man, nobody should catch you doing anything. Nobody should catch you doing anything if you're a grown ass man. Because you're not a little boy. You ain't hiding behind nobody's back. You're doing what you're doing because you want to. But anyway, guys, it's about that time, man. What's today? Today's Monday, so we got the show at 12 noon. That's why I got here at a decent time so I could get out of here and be ready for the show. Not like last week when I had to, I was running and shit. It was crazy. But anyway, yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. Thanks for hanging with me, man. The event is next weekend, so next Sunday. The event is next Sunday, so get y'all tickets, man. Stop waiting. All right, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. You have a great day. Be good to yourselves, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.